Ever feel stuck in your career? Like you're playing a game, but the rules keep changing on you without any warning? If you're trying to figure out how to build a high-income career in this, let's face it, pretty weird new economy, then you are in exactly the right place. We're going to break down how to thrive when the old rules just don't apply anymore.
The folks over at the Indeed Hiring Lab came up with a perfect, if kind of chilling word for today's job market: frozen. So what does that even mean? Well, it's what they call a low hire, low fire world. Companies are super hesitant to bring new people on board, but they're also not doing massive layoffs. The result? This feeling of being stuck, right? Like you're in limbo, and making a big career move feels, well, almost impossible.
And that leads us to the biggest question on everyone's mind. If the traditional path, just climbing the corporate ladder, is basically iced over, how do you find a new way forward? How do you carve out a path to a high-paying, secure, and, fulfilling career? That is exactly what we are going to unpack today.
Okay, so before we jump into the solutions, we have to get a really clear picture of the problem. That old playbook for career success that everyone used to follow, yeah, it's just not cutting it anymore.
And this right here, this chart just shows you exactly what we're talking about. You can literally see the chill setting in. We started 2025 with job postings more than 10% above pre-pandemic levels. I mean, things were hot, but look what happened. By the end of the year, that advantage had pretty much vanished. This isn't just a feeling, folks, it's the hard data, showing a market that's seriously cooling off.
So, what's our game plan? We're going to explore 3 really powerful and honestly kind of surprising paths to a 6-figure income. We've got the skilled trades, the independent pro, and the strategic advisor. And then we'll tie it all together with a brand new career playbook that's built for right now.
Let's kick things off with our first path. And I'm telling you, this one might really surprise you: the skilled trades. For decades, we've all been told that a 4-year university degree is the only ticket to the good life. Well, it's time to seriously question that idea. I mean, just look at these numbers. An elevator technician with the potential to make almost 150 grand a year, a stationary engineer hitting over 120,000, and electricians and power line installers consistently clearing 6 figures. This isn't a fluke, people. These are real, high-demand careers with absolutely incredible earning potential, and no 4-year degree required.
So you got to be asking, why the huge paychecks? Well, it's basically a perfect storm of supply and demand. You've got these super specialized skills that, let's be honest, you can't outsource and AI can't easily automate. I mean, think about it. Our infrastructure's getting old, we're trying to go green. All that requires real, hands-on work. And at the exact same time, you have older generations retiring, leaving this huge gap in the workforce. The bottom line is, the work is essential, and there just aren't enough people to do it.
Okay, let's pivot to our second path. So maybe working on a power line isn't your thing, but you've got deep expertise in, say, a digital or creative field. Well, welcome to the age of the independent pro, where you monetize those skills on your own terms.
So Coursera did some awesome research, and they found that the highest paid skills really fall into 2 different buckets. On one side, you have the hard technical skills that are just reshaping everything. We're talking generative AI, cybersecurity. But on the other side, you've got these timeless workplace skills, analytical thinking, leadership, and the most successful independent pros, they blend them both. They take that technical know-how and mix it with amazing problem solving to deliver just incredible value.
Now, let's talk about a real target. The team at Black Freelance makes this amazing point that for skilled freelance work, $100 an hour shouldn't be some wild dream. It should be your starting point. And it becomes a totally achievable goal once you make that mental shift from selling your hours to selling results.
And where's the money really flowing right now? Well, Upwork's data for 2026 points to some really fascinating high-growth spots. You've got things like VR and AR design just exploding, and this whole new world of AI prompt engineering. These are the kinds of cutting-edge fields where demand is so high it's driving up the rates. I mean, some top-tier freelancers in VR design are commanding up to $140 an hour. That's serious money.
So, how do you actually get to that $100 an hour mark? It's all about being strategic. You have to become a problem hunter, actively seeking out the expensive issues that businesses are desperate to solve. You find clients who already get your value, and you pick a niche where companies are already spending money. It's about using every bit of your background and always framing your work around the results you can deliver. And that brings us to our third and, I'll be honest, most advanced path, the strategic advisor. This one is for the seasoned pros out there who are ready to move beyond just doing the work and want to step into a real leadership role, but with a very modern twist.
Yeah, We're talking about becoming a fractional executive. So what is that? Think of it like being the chief financial officer or chief marketing officer for several different companies at the same time, but on a part-time, strategic level. You bring that C-suite expertise, you own the results, and you give growing businesses access to top-tier leadership they couldn't otherwise afford. It's a total win-win.
And this quote from Influencer Marketing Hub just hits the nail on the head. This isn't about being a consultant who just gives some advice and walks away. No, a fractional executive takes ownership. You're accountable for the strategy and the outcome. You actually become part of the leadership team to drive real, tangible results. It's all about that ownership.
And listen, this isn't some pie-in-the-sky dream. There is a clear path to get there. To become a fractional CFO, for instance, you intentionally level up your skills beyond just accounting. You get into things like complex financial forecasting. You build out a portfolio of high-value services. You master that strategic mindset, and you get really good at marketing yourself. It's a deliberate journey to a true leadership role.
Okay, so we've looked at 3 very different paths: the hands-on expert, the independent pro, and the fractional leader. But what's the common thread here? What's the secret sauce that ties all of them together? What's the new playbook for success?
Here it is, 4 simple but incredibly powerful rules. First, specialize and do it fast. Become the #1 go-to expert for solving one specific, expensive problem. Second, sell value, not your time. Always focus on the result you create. Third, adopt the business mindset. It doesn't matter if you're an electrician or a fractional CMO. You are the CEO of your own career. And finally, and this is maybe the most important one, never, ever stop learning. The skills that pay the bills today might not tomorrow. Continuous learning is the new job security.
So I'm going to leave you with this final thought. It's time to stop thinking about your career in terms of just a job title. Instead, start thinking of your skills as a solution, just waiting for the right problem. Look around at your industry, at the world, and ask yourself this: what expensive, painful problem are you uniquely equipped to solve? The answer to that question? Well, that's the key to your entire future.